Hello YouTube, this is Bruno. Minecraft Farms in 3 minutes, part 9. We have iron. We have bones and gunpowder. We have sugarcane, bamboo, melons and pumpkins. Our next milestone will be the production of wood and the production of shulker shells, so that we can craft shulker boxes and we have all the hoppers we need, and of course enough chests for our storage. But we take a quick detour. Now this here is a honey farm. We're going for a honey farm because the wood farm we plan to build requires a bit of honey. Also in the future we'll build farms that need honey blocks. We have all the resources that we need for a honey farm, so we just build it. The design is by IanXOFour. If you haven't seen it, I strongly recommend to check out Ian's video because it works different than pretty much all of the other honey farms that we know, because you need only a small amount of bottles. Empty bottles go into a circulation where we alternate dispensers and beehives. If the beehive is full, then the bottle will be filled with honey. If the beehive is empty, then the bottle will just be passed on to the next dispenser. So this way, if there's any beehive full, the bottle will eventually return. And here we have an item filter that filters out the full bottles. So if we have a full bottle, it will go into the item filter eventually. If the bottle is empty, it will return to this dropper here, which is the source of our bottles. So we just made a little redstone contraption here. In this chest, we have the supply of empty bottles. They are pushed by this hopper. But this hopper is enabled only if this dispenser is reasonably empty. We know that we will always have room for a bottle. Ian's farm can be extended to produce honeycomb. However, I did it in the wrong way. So I ended up building a traditional honeycomb farm here using the usual mango design. And I will show you how I should have built it in the world download. Now first I'll show you where I failed. So one way to do it would be just to mix in shears. However, once the shears get in here, they get stuck. In this case, only half of the honey bottles will be passed on. And after a while, you will have a stack of honey bottles here. And then you will only have a third chance to use the shears. So this is in general not a good idea. You can't really mix in the shears. So the idea I tried instead didn't work too well either. Here we would have a dispenser that passes the bottles. Here we have a dispenser that has the shears, and then we just move the bottles in the bottom here, so we would never try to push the bottles into this dispenser. However, since both of these are activated at the same time, it will usually happen that a bottle is passed into this hopper and at the same time the dispenser activates. In this case it can happen that the hopper doesn't pick up the honeycomb. It's not 100%, it happens sometimes, but in this case the honeycomb will end up on the floor and not in the hopper. And here's how I should have done it. I should have just used the same setup using dispensers filled with shears and then just put the hopper below the beehive and have it go into a storage. As you can see, we have separated the circle, so the bottles are circulating in here. And on this side, we will only have shears, so we will only produce honeycombs. This way, the bottles will never mix with the honeycombs. But anyway, this is a nice little system compared to traditional bee farms that needs less resources. One dispenser will give you 6,000 honeycombs, roughly. This little setup with 6 beehives would give you roughly 36,000 honeycombs, or over 20 shulker boxes full. If you want to produce even more, you could have an automatic refill system, for example like this, hoppers facing into the dispensers, and have a minecart deliver shears. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.